Hey, boys and girls, I am outside of my house, and today we're going to read a book called Ecology. It's a Quirkles book, and so you can see Ecology. She has like a walking stick, and she has a necklace with a symbol you might recognize. We'll talk a little bit more about that symbol. But Ecology, she has 4 wow words. This is a Quirkle. I want to give a shout out to the Quirkle, the creators of the Quirkles, because they have given us permission to read our stories and present our wow words slide. So, Ecology, there are 4 wow words, just like in our class. Our first word is exceptional, and our picture clue is a medal. This medal, how could that mean exceptional? It means unusually excellent or superior. So something you're really, really good at, you might be exceptional at. So it says the little girl was an exceptional runner. So she won her event at track and field day. So she was so good, she won a medal. That means she was exceptional. So for exceptional, a silent symbol might be like you pretend like you have a trophy or you're wearing a medal for getting your award, for being so great at something that you're exceptional. Our next word is exhausted. Here's our picture clue. Get my screen onto there. There we go. Exhausted. These little boys and girls in our picture are exhausted. They're asleep. So being so tired or without energy. It says the children were exhausted after the birthday party because they played on the jungle gym the entire time. I can imagine they are probably very, very sleepy. So for exhausted, we might pretend like we're falling asleep or something. So not act like you're asleep for exhausted. Okay, our next word is exuberant. Exuberant, that might be a new word for some of you, exuberant. So exuberant, we've got a little puppy dog. He's on a leash and there's lines around him. Kind of looks like he's moving around a lot, maybe. And exuberant means filled with a lively energy and excitement. So the exuberant puppy would not stop running around the house. He was so excited. He was so filled with energy. So for exuberant, our silent symbol might be moving around a lot, maybe wiggling and, moving around with a lot of energy, which I know that you guys have. So exuberant. Notice all of these have the x at the very beginning. Exuberant is one of those words. Okay, next word, extravaganza. Extravaganza. Extravaganza has a picture of maybe like a show. It looks like it's maybe a football game. Extravaganza. An extravaganza is a spectacular show or event. And it says, I love watching the over-the-top extravaganzas that are usually staged at halftime during the Super Bowl. So we might maybe bust a dance move, that we might be a performer at the halftime during the Super Bowl. So maybe for our silent symbol, we might dance a little bit. Okay, so we have exceptional, exhausted, exuberant, and extravaganza. We have the x at the very beginning of all of those words. Okay, so we are going to read Ecology. It's written by Terry Johnson and Sherry Cook and illustrated by Jesse Kuhn. In a galaxy far, far away named Quirk, there lived the Quirkles. The Quirkles were unique little scientists who had vivid imaginations and loved to experiment. We will do an experiment after this book. All you need is a rubber band, so FYI. One day, the king of Quirk called them together and asked them to travel to a new land called Boresville to share their new discoveries with the creatures that lived there. The creatures of Boresville needed help. They lacked imagination and knowledge. Off the creatures went. The creatures were so excited with their 26 new friends, they changed the name of their land to Quirksville to honor them. And thus began the new adventures for the Quirkles and their friends. XE Ecology is an exceptional Quirkle. It'd be like she had a medal or a trophy for being so excellent at what she does. She was an exceptional Quirkle. Exie has an exuberant personality. She had a lot of energy, maybe wiggle and jiggle because she got lots of energy. She has an exuberant personality, and all the creatures of Quirksville are extremely fond of her. They really like Exie. Exie is an expert on ecology. And ecology is the study of how living things interact with the environment. And your environment is everything around you. Like my environment is outside of my house right now. There's trees and there's birds. You might hear a couple of birds on the video. So she's an expert on the study of how living things interact with the environment. Exie always sets a good example by recycling or reusing things and picking up excess trash in the neighborhood. So you could do that when you're walking around in your neighborhood. You can pick up some extra trash that you see around on the ground. It was a beautiful day in Quirksville. Exie decided to walk to the art exhibit nearby. She loved the exotic art at the exhibits, and she thought the exercise would be good for her. As Exie walked along enjoying the excellent view, she noticed her friend Exeter Fox riding his bicycle down Exeter Road. Here's Exeter Fox. And here's Exie. It's a real close-up view of Exie, and she's walking down to the art exhibit. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Exeter Fox had an extra large basket on his bicycle that was full of food wrapped in paper and foil. As Exeter ate his food, he tossed the paper into the street. Oh no. Exie yelled excitedly, Exie yelled excitedly, running after him. Exeter, stop! You're not being a good example to the rest of the creatures. You have trashed the streets excessively, right? There's trash everywhere from him eating his food and tossing it behind him. Exeter Fox continued to pedal extremely fast. He had a mad expression on his face. Can you show me your mad expression? Brr, right? That's kind of what Miss Barnhart's mad expression looks like. Go away, Exie, exploded Exeter Fox. He exploded. He's yelling out loud. I don't care about our extraordinary planet. I don't have to be a good example. He does not sound happy. XE Ecology was exhausted. Oh, man, so tired. It's like she's going to go to sleep. She was exhausted. She could not run anymore. Just as Exie sat down on a bench under the exit sign, she heard an extreme commotion. There was a lot of noise. Exie, please help me, exclaimed Exeter Fox. You can see that was screaming. She could hear it coming, right? And it was Exeter Fox. I wonder what he's screaming about. XE Ecology ran down the street to examine the situation. She was going to look at it. She was going to check it out, right? Examine means to look at it. Exeter Fox sounded very excited. What could be wrong? Wondered Exie. Exie found Exeter Fox on the ground in excessive pain. That means a lot of pain. Exeter Fox said, my bicycle wheel got caught up in some paper lying on the street. I've had a horrible experience with trash. I didn't think it would matter if I threw trash on the ground, but I was wrong. Check this out. You can even see his bicycle, and here's Exeter. He's grabbing his leg because he fell. Yeah, crazy. XE Ecology explained, garbage and trash pollute our planet. That means it trashes it. Garbage and pollution can kill plants and animals. Landfills are made up of layers of dirt where garbage is covered. So there's trash and then they cover it up with land. And then there's more trash and they cover it up with land. The excessive garbage in the landfills smells awful. And you'll know if you've ever driven by a landfill, it does not smell good. It's not pleasant. Exie went on to say, it is also extremely difficult to find enough land for all the landfills that we need. So it takes up our land. Recycling is an excellent way to cut down on trash. Exactly 1/2 of what people throw away can be recycled. Trees can be saved by recycling paper. So I hope that you're recycling your trash so that we can save what goes in the landfill, right? Half could have been recycled. And here's our recycling sign. Okay, so we got the arrows and it's green, like the recycling sign, just like her necklace. Exeter Fox felt extremely sorry for his behavior. Exeter said, I have no excuse for throwing trash on the ground. I will become an expert on recycling and teach others to recycle also. Look at this cool trophy, right? Expert recycler is what it says on the bottom. Exie thought this was an excellent idea. By now, Exeter had recovered from his bicycle accident and was in a much better mood. They decided to attend the art extravaganza, right, our dance move here, together. It had been a day with unexpected surprises. The end. Hey, wait, we're not done yet. Turn the page and follow me. There's still so much for you to see. So here's our science experiment. It says Ecology's lesson. Be careful with your trash. So all you need is a rubber band, okay? So what you'll do is you will hook your rubber band to your pinky, right? And then you will bring it around the back to your thumb. So what we're gonna pretend is that our hands are happy little fish. They're swimming, they're having so much fun, right? But your fish, your hand, got caught up in some trash. This rubber band is gonna be our trash. So it got caught up in maybe like a plastic bag, okay? And it can't get out, okay? Try it with your hand. Try to get your hand out of this trash. It's so impossible because you don't have another hand. This fish has just got fins and a body, so it can't get out. It's trapped, and eventually it won't be able to swim right. It'll eventually kill that fish because of our poor trash that we left on the ground, right? And it ended up in the ocean. And so our trash, it affects more than we know, right? Because did you know it will take blank trees to provide the average American, like you and me, with a lifetime supply of paper? So how many trees do you think it would take to provide paper for us for our whole life? Probably a lot of trees. How many do you think? Maybe 200, maybe 300, 465 trees is what it will take to provide an average American with paper for their lifetime. That's a whole lot of trees just for me, right? And it says 1 recycled aluminum can, just like you might drink a Coke or a Sprite out of. If you recycle that 1 aluminum can, it'll save enough energy to operate a TV for how many hours? How many do you think for that 1 can, if I recycle it, it'll save energy or save enough energy? For 3 hours. I can watch TV for 3 entire hours because of that recycled can that I saved. So it's kind of mind-blowing, but I just want to let y'all know that I miss you guys so much, and I really hope that you are having fun while you're at home. Spend some time outside. It's been beautiful weather here recently, and try to conserve your trash and try to save our planet, right? Just like Exie would want us to. So I will talk to you soon.